Oh, she's just helping somebody out. I'll take a picture of them. How nice of her. It's a Juneau tourist tradition to have your picture taken outside the Red Dog Saloon. Hi, honey.
Thanks so much. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that.
The red button. There they are in front of the Red Dog Saloon. There.
So this is from our cabin window, and you can see the takeoff for the float planes over there. That was us just a short time ago. Okay, we're on a whale watching expedition now on another boat.
About the 3 to 4 o'clock position is a little island called Coghlan Island.
And that's the Mendenhall Glacier.
And about the 9 o'clock position we have Douglas Island, the big island that's here.
And we're moving
Douglas
pretty
Island
fast.
is also the island that's straight across from where your cruise ship is docked, across the channel there, to give you kind of a perspective. In your seats, you found some brochures or route maps.
Yeah, I had to come and sit by the window because I just saw a seal dive, but I couldn't get it in time. But maybe if I sit around here, when I see something, I'll be able to snap into it quickly.
That pop up occasionally, look sort of like seals. Odds are good, they're sea lions actually. Seals are pretty shy, you don't see them too often out here in deeper water popping their heads up. But sea lions tend to be fairly curious.
So guess what I saw
Keep an eye out for
then?
them. They have a very pointed nose, pointed head profile in the water, and they're pretty brown. Something else we're looking for in the water, of course, is whales. I sure hope we see some today. How many of you have never seen a whale before? You know, besides in Shamu or in SeaWorld or something. All right, lots of people. That's excellent. So, we want to just talk about how you might find a whale. You don't know what you're looking at. When we come out here, we use our eyesight to...
Oh, there's a blowhole. Oh, there he is. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we got something. He did blow, didn't he?
Real quickly, a couple things about these humpback whales. They are an endangered species. And they have a lot of federal regulations that govern how we, as humans, come out and view them, including how close we can approach them, how we maneuver around them, and how long we can stay and view the same whales. For instance, we can't approach closer than 100 yards. We can't stay and view them longer than 30 minutes. Watch for this, it might bring its tail up.
Oh, yeah, he did.
There you go.
Yeah, it looks like that boat over there is shadowing the same whale now, right?
Yeah.
So,
You see, they're all looking this way, and we're all looking that way.
so somewhere out there, down there is a whale.
These humpback whales, average adult size is 30 to 40 tons, about 40 to 50 feet long. It looked to me like this whale was probably around 30 feet, maybe 32, something like that, and I'm just judging that on all the whales that we've seen over the years I've worked here. If you get a good look at that, where the blow comes up and their dorsal fin, the distance between those, you can have a pretty good guess.
You can just see his vapor again.
And if indeed this is the same whale, that was only about a 2.5 minute dive, so it's, you know, it's hard to predict.
I guess they'll let the smaller boats get a bit closer. Oh, there he goes. Everyone's looking for whales. Oh, everyone's trying to get a shot of the bald eagle. It's a bit further away than what we saw yesterday on the bus, but it's pretty close for the boat. I think it won't be quite close to the shore. Didn't we, sweetie?
Right.
Going fishing, probably.
Oh, here we go.
Saw him, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, well, I think we got a good glimpse of that one. Good spotting out here and downstairs in this cabin.
Thank you very much. Yeah, some lighthouse over there. I don't know where he went. It was your work, you spotted him.
About 1 or 2 o'clock. Right
over
under where
there.
this gull is. Probably the gull is also hoping for some scraps from what those sea lions are eating.
There was a seal dead ahead, he was getting very close. There he goes.
Lots of sea lions right next to the boat. They come up, get pretty curious, very agile. This whale's headed away from us, right between us and that other white boat over there. So might get a good shot of that tail if it happens to do a dive. And
There he is.
got that time. Okay, watch for it here. There's about 5 or 6 sea lions in the water just ahead of that whale that you might see the flippers coming up and swimming out of the water. So the sea lions are mammals too. They have to come up for air.
There's a whole bunch of animals there, isn't there?
Not yet. It's probably still breathing in the surface. Go back home. Go back home.
Okay.
Almost.
Oh, there's the sea lions.
Watch for the tail on this one.
Oh, there he goes. Sea lions go. Oh, that boat there must be really close to that whale. Somewhere over there. Right in front. are some Stella sea lions. Same ones that were like floating around following us. I'll take a little nap now.
Camera can't. Maybe I didn't see them.
Also, as we approach at the 3 o'clock position in the distance, there's a glacier up there. And as we approach this buoy, you might get a good photo of the Foxtrot buoy with Eagle Glacier in its background.
Oh, there's one to the left of it just sticking their noses up.
No growth, sorry, buddy. I think they're all four dead. Then there's two.
And if you're outside, you can actually hear them making noises.
Yeah. Oh, he's talking to one of them.
They don't bark like California sea lions do, if you're familiar
Oh,
with those.
they're a fight. They're not happy. Couldn't they share? I guess.
So apparently some of them are making some grunting noises. I'm outside now. Apparently up there is a glacier. Play all the time about who gets best position. Here's another intrepid photographer that's come on the upper decks. And since we're stopped now, it's actually pretty. It's not cold at all, but whoa! But we're still rocking from side to side. Yeah, she's on the third deck, but they only open out. Like basically, the boat's not moving along.
They have really long fore flippers. They're basically one big muscle. They have a lot of muscle in those hind flippers as well. And then once they do get up on that buoy or out on land, they can actually rotate their hips underneath them so they can kind of waddle along on the land they can get. But here, what they're doing is what?
Apparently that's an eagle's nest. What's that about? It must be about 70, 80 yards away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Oh yeah, you can just see him pop. He's moving his head around now, yeah. Yeah, now his profile. That's right.
Oh, way up there, yeah.
So we've seen eagles before. We've seen the bald eagles before.
Did you get his nest, though?
Yeah, I got his nest as well, yeah. I couldn't help it. But he's a good distance away.
It's like straight over from you, but it's way near the top. Straight out the top. No, it's like at the top of the, yeah, that white thing. Right.
Yeah, that's a nest star.
They were very protected nest.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess it depends which way the wind comes from.
They said they could be like 6 or 8 feet across. Right.
All right.
It's pretty awesome.
Was it 4,000 pounds?
Well,
How much was the weight of that nest they found?
oh, I don't remember.
Oh.
Actually, there was a second eagle as well up there. So we got two for the price of one. Now we have to go back to pick up the bus to get back to the big boat.
All right. Good shots of that eagle's nest. I like it when the eagle's there and it makes these spots. That white head. They're pretty camouflaged otherwise. before you know where to look, but hopefully, once they hatch, then both the male and female will be going out and getting food to bring back to their young. And they'll do that until they're fledging, which means that they're ready to fly and leave the nest. One problem for eagles is they're actually at what we call an apex predator. They're at the top of their food chain. So they have a pretty hard life cycle on their own. They don't really need anybody to be hunting them. The young, when they're in the nest and competing for food, the strongest and fittest of those chicks will actually kill the others in order to get the most food. So that's why I say if they're lucky, they'll have one that survives. That's because if they all hatch, then one of them is most likely to kill the other ones before too long. Mid-August.
This boat is going pretty damn fast. That's the sister boat of this boat here. So that's what our boat looks like from the outside. So we're just going to let him show us the way home. Or is it a she?
And about 12 or 14
So
feet long
that's the Mendenhall Glacier.
when they're born. And we think
We're
they're born
almost
in
back to
Hawaii, they don't have much
the
blubber.
boat dock
You can
now.
imagine a 4-ton fish.
Most people that go to Juneau see the
doesn't have
Mendenhall
much blubber,
Glacier
but
one way or the
when they
other.
come out, they don't have a lot of fat yet.
Take this opportunity to thank you for coming with us today on board the St. Maria. I appreciate you being here, and I hope you had as good a time looking at the whales as we did. We had a couple of questions asking us if we ever get tired of doing this, and I sure don't, because it's my first season doing it, but even the crew members that have been working here for several years never get tired of seeing these whales like we saw today. As I was saying before, it's like whale soup out there.
Okay, it's 5 o'clock. In fact, it's just chiming 5 now, isn't it, on the Juneau?
The bells are ringing.
Yeah, behind Kathy up there, I believe right there, is a computer which has a webcam and broadcasts to the internet a view of downtown Juneau to the north. I'm going to try and show you what that picture looks like now. So I think the view that you get from the webcam is sort of looking in this direction, and you get to see the store here and the road going in that direction. So it kind of looks a bit like that. Check it out, Juneau webcam facing north. Yeah, there's also a south-facing webcam in Juneau, and it's sort of a couple of floors higher than I am now, but it kind of gives you this kind of shot. Usually you get to see maybe a ship off in the distance, or you get to see the back of the Holland America ship, which is quite often parked here. So this is sort of like the south view that you'll get. Of course, our ship now is some way off in the distance there, down at the end where Princess has its own private dock area. And Kathy just wanted some more quality shopping time, so I'm just gonna go up on this tramway here. So long as it's not raining up there or cloudy, I guess we'll be seeing something like this kind of view down at the cruise ships. We shall see.
And she was asking people where to get
Hello
these pictures
everybody,
of the
welcome
kids
to the
and-
Mount Roberts Tramway. My name is Charlotte and I'll be your conductor going up the mountain. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask and I'll answer to the best of my ability. Otherwise, just to tell you a bit about the tram is owned and operated by Gold Belt Incorporated, a local native cost about $17 million to build and has been in operation since August 10th of 1996. And if you look out across the Gastineau Channel, all of that right there across the channel is Douglas Island. 17 miles long and 5 miles wide, features the city of Douglas. And if you look out on my side of the tram here, just behind Douglas, that triangular mountain is Mount Jumbo, also known as Mount Bradley. And if you also look out my side, just out your window on the side of the mountain there, you can see the concrete remains of the AJ Mine Processing Mill. That was begun in 1916 and it ceased operation in 1944 due to wartime activities.
It's fine.
Overall, it produced about $88 million in gold and it has about 300 miles of tunnels still in the mountainside. And if anyone would like to see a picture of what the mill used to look like in the 1930s when it was still in full operation.
We're getting 69 cents an ounce.
In 1965, the mill caught fire due to a careless campfire. The city eventually burned the rest of it down for the safety of the community.
That's a 30 stamp bill.
There's a good view of our.
Whoa.
You want to see?
And going up the mountain, you might notice a few different species of trees, one of which is a Sitka spruce. It's also our state tree. Looks like your average Christmas tree, full of little. I'm not sure about per day, but we usually get 2 or 3 around up on the trails and by the mine down there about a week. So
2 or 3 a week.
around about. Right. Currently, we have some bears that have been spotted up on the Mount Roberts Trail. So if anybody is going to be walking those trails, I'd ask that if you see a bear, keep clear of it. Don't bother him. Give him plenty of space.
What type of bear is it?
Black bears.
Black bear. Okay.
And as we are approaching our sky bridge here, that right there is our main building, also known as our mountain house. On the upper level, we have a snack bar for your convenience. We also have the Raven Eagle gift shop, which features artwork done by natives here in Alaska. On the lower level, we have the Timberline Bar and Grill, which serves locally caught seafood, our own Alaskan Amber beer brewed here in Juneau. They also have burgers, steaks, and a fine selection of wines. Also on the lower level is the Chilkat Theater, which shows a short 18-minute long film called Seeing Daylight. Tells you a bit about the Tlingit native culture here in Southeast Alaska. That's free with your ticket purchase. Shows every half hour. If you look out just to the right of the main building through the trees,
It's already going down.
Oh, it's gone down.
Loading right here. That one's already ready to go.
Remember when they pass each other, they really go fast. It's so fast that I only almost just managed to catch in the shot. I figure when they pass each other, the net speed must be about 50 miles an hour, because that's what it felt like to me. So I guess they're doing about 20 miles an hour each or something. It's really quiet up here. You just hear the birds in the background. This is a shot of the ship you've probably not seen before, since we haven't flown over it yet. Maybe another day. And of course at the front, a bit sticking out there, that's the bridge extension and the bridge, and on top of that is the Horizon Court buffet, where you can sit there having meals looking at the rest of Juneau. There's some people that gives you an idea of the size of the thing. Getting on the ship. What's good about Princess is where it has its coaches park, it's got a covered area here. And since it was raining this morning, that came in really handy. Before we got on the plane anyway. Just a couple of 100 yards away from the tramway deck